What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol HCWB for HCW Biologics. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, this is the first time we have covered this ticker together on the channel, so we'll start by giving ourselves a daily roadmap, just pointing out obvious areas of support and resistance, and then we'll talk more nuance as we drill down into the 30-minute time frame chart. So just pointing out also the elephant in the room here, big gap up from today's session, left in its wake, obviously a gap underneath us. So underneath today's low at 426, we're basically looking for the gap to start to fill back down towards $3. Now, am I saying that it has to fill all in one day? Absolutely not. But I am saying if this level breaks, the anticipated move would be lower. We're looking at first target here based on these prior pivot highs at the 387, and then underneath, that's where, again, the more of that meat on the bone for the downside move occurs, and we're looking at 3 as the target underneath. So to the upside, what else are we seeing? Certainly this point, comes off to me as an important level there at 555 or 550, we'll call it for round number sake, and then here the all-time high essentially at $7.78. We'll clear that up and talk in terms of 30-minute scenarios here. First thing I would point out, very, very sporadic price action today. You can see by the upper wicks here that nearly every candle had the range of almost the entire day. So just very, very choppy, kind of crazy price action. So I would be careful of that if you do decide to trade it. However, today's resistance is kind of all over the place. You can see a number of these upper wicks. We're going to split the difference and call it here at $6.63. You will also note that this level is kind of smack in the middle, not really doing us much good. I would kind of pay attention to here at $5.10. This is today's low, or excuse me, the opening print. That's not so important anymore. It was this prior consolidation set in here as well. It's really all about the low of the day, okay? So simplifying the chart is always going to be a good thing. Now we just have 3 things to pay attention to. Let's also take out the fibs and come in from the high of the day here down to the low of the day, just to kind of see where we're at from that perspective. So nowhere near the 38.2 on this little dead cat bounce into the end of the day. We're currently trading 420 by 422, so right at basically the low of the day. If we open inside of the gap, again, looking for lower here inside of HCWB. Now, are we actually going to short this stock? Well, if we come on over to the trade tab, obviously there are no shares to borrow, and there are obviously no options here in this empty options chain. So no, you're not actually going to short this. You're just going to avoid it at all costs to the long side. The only trade I could really see unfolding would be if we can get back inside of this area of congestion, put in some sort of consolidation, and then break out up and over this 663. You can sort of be lenient about where that resistance is for you, kind of just this general zone in here. If we can take that out, then fine. Maybe there's a chance we make the new all-time high and push into blue sky territories at and around $8. But as it sits right now, not looking so attractive. I mean, we certainly pulled back and retraced a majority of the day's range into the end of the day. The little dead cat bounce didn't even take us into the 38.2. So all things considered, the stock is not looking very attractive at this point in time. I would say that the risk really is for the downside gap to fill, noting that our daily candle is a massive inverted hammer, signaling a lot of selling pressure up here towards the highs of the session. That's really going to wrap up the analysis. If you enjoyed it or learned anything new today, let me know in the comment section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.